Then today we'll study about sex determination. Okay, so what do you mean by sex determination? It is the process by which the sex of a newborn or offspring is determined. Okay, so there was a lot of confusion among the scientists about the mechanism of sex determination, whether it is genetically determined or some other mechanisms are there. So likewise, lot of confusions were there. Okay, and actually the cytological studies that is conducted in insects, okay, that led to the development of the concept of genetic or chromosomal basis of sex determination. Means when they conducted experiments, many experiments in insects, it was found that these are the chromosomes, okay, which are responsible for the determination of the sex of a newborn or a offspring. Okay, so a scientist known as Henking, okay, Henking was able to observe some structure, nuclear structure during the formation of sperms, okay, spermatogenesis, and he just gave the name X body. Okay, and later on the other scientists, they concluded that the X body is actually a chromosome and only 50% of the progeny is getting this and 50% was not getting this. Okay, so like this they confirmed that this factor is a chromosome, and that resulted in the confirmation of the chromosomal basis for the sex determination. Okay, so as you know, any organism if you take, there are two kinds of chromosomes in each cell, you can see. Isn't it? What are they? Autosomes and sex chromosomes. What do you mean by autosomes? The chromosomes which are responsible for the controlling the other characters, which is not related to the sexual characters. Okay, and sex chromosomes are those which are related to which determine the sex of a organism. Okay, or sex of the organism will be determined by the presence of sex chromosomes. Okay, so there are basically and the sex chromosomes are also known as allosomes. Okay, allosomes or heterosomes. So these are the other names of what? Sex chromosomes. What are they? Allosomes or what? Heterosomes. Okay, and sex determination, basically you can see three types. Okay, that is XX XY type, then XX X0 type, ZZ and ZY type. Likewise, three types of sex determination patterns you can see. Okay, so the first type is what? XX XY type. This is very common in human being, Drosophila, etc. Okay, so here you can see the female will be having two similar type of sex chromosomes, X and X. Okay, and the males will have X and Y. So the females can produce only one type of gamete, and because of that they are known as what? Homogametic. Okay, homogametic means what? The females can produce only one type of gamete, so they are known as homogametic. Okay, and on the other hand, the males can produce two different types of chromosomes, gametes. Okay, two different types of gametes, that is one kind containing X chromosome and the other containing Y chromosome. Okay, so in human being, then what? In Drosophila, etc., you can see this kind of what? Sex determination pattern. Okay, so if this X is crossing or fusing with this, okay, this gamete, that is the female gamete, egg, if it is fusing with this sperm, the progeny will be a female, and if this is fusing with the sperm containing Y chromosome, then it will be a male child. Okay, so the same mechanism is seen even in Drosophila. Okay, and then so you can say that the females are what? Females are homogametic, means they can produce only one kind of gametes, okay, or egg, and the males are heterogametic as they can produce two different types of gametes. Okay, one containing X chromosome and the other containing Y chromosome. Is it clear? Okay. Then example I told, human being, Drosophila, etc. Okay. Then in another group of insects like what, our grasshopper. Okay. You can see that another mechanism there. We can write it like this: XX and XO means the females will have 2 X chromosome and males will have only 1 X chromosome. They don't even have what, Y chromosome. Here what it is, they are having a different chromosome. These are not homologous. Okay, they are having what difference in their size, number of genes, etc. are varying here. But here you see, there the males will have only 1 X chromosome. Okay, and there won't be even Y chromosome. Understood? And so what happens is this one, if this is the female and it can produce only one kind of gamete, isn't it? And this gamete, if it is fusing with the sperm having X chromosome, then it will have this combination, what, XX, and it will be a female. Okay, and listen here, if the egg is fusing with the sperm having no sex chromosome, this will have, of course, what, autosomes, isn't it? In a gamete, autosomes will be there. So only autosomes, and if there is no sex chromosome, and if this egg is fusing with such kind of a sperm having only autosomes and no sex chromosome, then it will be XO, and again it will be a male. So here also you can see that males can produce 2 different kinds of gametes, isn't it, or sperms. What are they? One containing autosomes plus X chromosome and another having only autosomes. Okay, here there won't be any sex chromosomes. Is it clear? So here also what? Females are homogametic and males are heterogametic. Is it clear? Okay. And in many birds, okay, in many birds you can see, and in birds, okay, in many birds you can see another kind of sex determination mechanism where the females, okay, males will be homogametic and females will be heterogametic. Okay, so just to distinguish males and females as homogametic and females as heterogametic, we use simply another means another letters we are using, ZZ and ZW. Okay, so you can see here, this is male, okay, having same type of sex chromosomes, so they are homogametic and can produce only one kind of gametes. Okay, the male means sperms will be all of same type, having only one type of sex chromosome, and the females are having 2 different types of sex chromosomes, Z and W. Understood? So they can produce 2 different types of gametes. One means ovum or egg. One is having Z and another is having W. So if they both fuse, then the resultant progeny will be ZZ and it will be a male, and if these 2 are fusing, then it will be a female. Okay, so this is what the mechanism of sex determination. And in human being also same process is taking place, isn't it, where like XX XY type. Okay, so here what happens is what the males will have autosomes plus XY chromosome, and in females, okay, will have autosomes plus XX chromosomes. And if the females are when the females produce the gametes, they will have only one kind of gametes or ova that contain autosomes and one X, and the males will have what, 2, or they can produce 2 different kinds of gametes, one containing X chromosome and the other containing Y chromosome, and along with that what also will be there, autosomes will also be there, and then like this they will fuse. Okay, if the egg, okay, egg containing X, if it fuses with a sperm containing X, it will be a female child, and if the X is fusing with Y having a gamete or sperm containing Y chromosome, then it will be different and it will be a male child. Understood? Male and female. So hope you understood all this. There are basically 3 different kinds of what? Sex determination mechanism. What are they? XX, XY type, XX, X0, and then what? ZZ and ZW. Okay. So these are what? The different types of sex determination mechanism found in organisms.